Sometimes the hardest part of being stuck is realizing you're on the hamster wheel in the first place. If life feels repetitive, draining, or meaningless, this episode might be exactly what you need. Welcome to the Call Me Courage Midweek Inspiration and Motivation. This week's episode is about feeling stuck and how to break the cycle. I am Kenna, and this is your gentle pause in the middle of the week, a moment to breathe, reflect, and reconnect with your inner courage. This series is about me inspiring you and maybe sparking something within you along the way. These short reflections are here to help you slow down, listen inward, and realign with what feels true for you so you can move forward with clarity, intention, and heart. Let's begin. Have you ever felt like you're running and running, but not really getting anywhere? Like a hamster on a wheel. For each of us, the hamster wheel can look different. For some people, life is so busy, there is never any time for yourself. For others, life feels so slow or momentous that it leads to sadness or even depression. Sometimes the hamster wheel shows up in habits we know aren't helping us. Eating too much, not exercising, drinking because it become a routine, using things to escape rather than live, or maybe it looks like always giving to others who rarely give back to you. You start to feel taken advantage of, drained, unseen. The hamster wheel keeps you busy, but it doesn't always move you forward. Sometimes we confuse motion with progress, but real progress often looks like slowing down, questioning everything, and choosing differently. Do you feel lost? Feeling lost doesn't mean you've failed. It often means you've outgrown a version of yourself that no longer fits. And the space in between you and who you are becoming, that's where the discomfort lies. But it's also where the truth begins. Being stuck is not a life sentence. It's a signal that something in your life is asking for your attention, your honesty, your courage. The longer we ignore it, the louder it becomes. When you feel stuck long enough, you start believing that this is all life has for you. And that's not the truth. That's conditioning. Your worth has been tied to how productive you are, how much you give, and how much you tolerate. And here's something important to remember. Even when you manage to jump off the hamster wheel, life has a funny way of putting you right back on it again. That's part of being human. But when we stay stuck too long, something deeper happens. We begin to lose our sense of self-worth. So I had to come up with a few ways to help myself jump off the hamster wheel when I notice I'm back on it again. Sometimes these ideas may not sound exciting at first, but I promise you, if you give them a try, they can help you feel unstuck again. Number one, start journaling. Yes, I know I've talked about journaling before on this podcast, but there is a reason I keep coming back to it. Journaling helps you have an honest conversation with yourself. Try writing about these questions. What about my current situation makes me feel sad or stuck? Are there people that are connected to those feelings? What will my life actually look like if I wasn't stuck? When you sit quietly and answer these questions, you begin to uncover feelings and truths you may not have ever realized were there. And awareness is always the first step to change. Number two, if you feel lost, find your curiosity again. I remember during COVID lockdowns feeling very isolated and depressed. But one thing I discovered was there were so many online communities and groups if you simply went looking for them. So here are some simple ideas you can try. Make a list of things that interest you. For example, maybe you want to learn about birds. Search for a local bird watching group or find one that meets online. Maybe you enjoy playing cribbage. Look for a local group that plays regularly. Maybe you want to take a class. Your local community center may have classes that you never even knew existed. Or did you know that MIT offers free online courses? Check it out. Exercise is a good one. Commit to something small like a morning yoga. There are so many wonderful free options online. The point is this: follow your curiosity and find people who share it. Number 3, take an honest look at who drains your energy. This one can be a difficult one. Sometimes these people draining our energy are close to us, family members, longtime friends, or even a partner, a spouse. But if someone consistently brings you down, takes more than they give, or even leaves you feeling smaller than you are, something may need to change. You don't always have to remove someone from your life completely, but you can create boundaries. And most importantly, start finding the people who fuel your fire. Your people are out there. I promise they're out there. Number 4, do something randomly different. Sometimes the best way to interrupt the hamster wheel is simply to do something unexpected. Try something small, like go out to eat by yourself and actually enjoy your own company. Smile at the people around you. Start a small conversation. Go to a thrift store and buy something silly or fun just because it makes you laugh. Or sign up for a class that scares you, an art class, a dance class, an exercise class. Growth often begins right outside your comfort zone. Number 5, I always remember my Lifestyle RX motto: better, not perfect. This journey isn't about fixing everything overnight. It's about making small choices that help you move forward, little by little, step by step. You begin to slow that hamster wheel down, and something interesting happens when you open yourself up to new possibilities. The universe tends to respond. You start noticing opportunities, new people, new ideas, and suddenly you're not stuck anymore. Number 6, volunteer. This one is truly important. I believe we are here to help one another. And sometimes the fastest way to get out of our own heads is to step into service. Look for a volunteering opportunity, something simple, something meaningful, because when you give your time and your energy to others, it has a way of opening your heart in ways you may not expect. Do something that fills your heart while also filling someone else's. And remember, no act of service is too small. You don't have to do something big or grand. You don't have to stand on a stage or make a huge impact overnight. Sometimes it's as simple as folding clothes at the local thrift store, helping a local shelter, or offering your time where it's needed. Those small acts matter more than you can imagine. And in the process, you may just find that it helps you feel a little less stuck too. I hope these help you find your courage. Courage isn't big, dramatic leaps. It's quiet decision. It's choosing to journal when you don't feel like it. It's saying no when you usually say yes. It's showing up for yourself in small, consistent ways. That's how you step off that wheel. You don't need to change your entire life to feel different. You just need to change one decision at a time, one thought, one habit, one boundary. And over time, those small changes create a completely different life. Sometimes nothing feels like it's working, but beneath the surface, things are shifting. Trust that just because you can't see movement doesn't mean you're not moving. Remember, better, not perfect. Thank you, Lifestyle RX, for this motto. As we close, I want to remind you that you are not behind, you are not broken, and you are not meant to stay stuck. You are in a moment of becoming. Your only job right now is to take those next small steps with courage. Your mantra for this week: I am worthy of living the life I truly want to live. Say it, believe it, and take one small step this week toward that life. I am worthy of living the life I truly want to live. Thank you for joining the Call Me Courage Midweek Inspiration and Motivation. As we close, I want to remind you that you're allowed to pause, You're allowed to choose differently, and you are allowed to trust what feels true for you. Until we meet again, choose courage gently and remember, your strength lies within. Bye-bye.